people knew Faceware Technologies formerly as Image Metrics. So our company was spun off in January, just a few months ago, from Image Metrics, and now basically we maintain a brother-sister relationship in the same space, same ownership. But now with Faceware Technologies, essentially we represent 3 different products aimed at the professional animation market. So it's an exciting time for us. For now, we're actually truly a software provider versus a service provider. Many people knew Image Metrics as a service provider over the last 10 years. So now we have developed 2 pieces of software and a piece of hardware that any studio can use externally and not have to ever talk to us. There is no service component of the business. So it's great, it opens new doors. It's a really compelling story to tell. We have a true kind of turnkey solution, meaning the pipeline is very much the same, but now studios have the ability to shoot their own performances on video of actors or actresses, analyze that performance with a piece of software called Analyzer, which basically takes in video and then exports data that can be applied to a digital character. And then our last piece of software is a plugin into Autodesk products, which basically takes the input of an animator to play role of interpreter of defining the role of the relationship of the actor captured on video to the character that they're applying it to. The software, basically, the price cut in half when we became a software provider, so it starts at $1,000 US per minute, which basically is around $16 a second. There's essentially a part in Analyzer where there is no license or subscription for the software, it's completely free. So there's a part in the Analyzer software where users will have a username and password associated with them and essentially tell us how many frames they're processing, and that's what they get charged for. So it's a very nice production model in that, you know, what often happens in production is they have a set amount of content and a set amount of time to do it in, and that you push up against a wall and you have to do more content in a shorter period of time. So because of that, you don't want to have to buy 10 extra licenses just for 2 weeks. So without being license-based, you're always going to basically be paying for the content you need anyway. So you shoot all the video you want, and you're only going to be paying for what you actually want to process. So it's my background's in production, so very production-friendly and financially predictable model. I mean, it really is, it's a set of tools that has been used on some of the most marquee franchises. So it really allows studios and boutique houses and places that really probably couldn't afford not only just the price, but the resources to send stuff out of house, especially something as specialized as facial animation. So now we're giving studios the ability to do it themselves. So you can really have these smaller shops have access to world-class tools. It's exciting from a standpoint now that we are our own kind of dedicated company, as we've been able to expedite our roadmap. So one of the key things we've done is added David Bennett on to he's our European Business Development Manager. So he'll be covering all of Europe and India. David's background is formerly of Sony ImageWorks. He was on Beowulf and Polar Express, and then went to Weta Digital and was part of Avatar 1010 and Rise of the Planet of the Apes. So one of the big things we're looking to David to help us with is our roadmap. So over the next 18, 24 months, we can really focus. And the good thing about being specialized in one area is you can move much faster than the entire industry. You're seeing how so many different people are doing the same thing, and you can basically take that input into our roadmap. So speed improvements, efficiency improvements, things that we can do to look at different resolutions of footage, multiple camera angles. I mean, the list goes on and basically what we can do, but really we are going to develop products that make sense for the industry. I mean, that's David and I's background is production, so we know what the industry needs, we know what people are actually going to want to use, and you also keep your ear on the rail of, especially in game development, next-gen consoles, what kind of memory can, what kind of these restrictions that'll be lifted from current development, and are lending our experience and features into the game side, and ultimately where we see in television as well, and growing that market.